Hoonigan is a massive staple of the racing world. Racing games, racing media, motorsports, all of it. Hoonigan has a massive place, and they're also finding their place in Motorfest. Now, we know more details than I think you know that we know, but we do know a fair bit. What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and today I'm going to be breaking down everything that we know about Hoonigan's place in Motorfest. They have their whole own season in the game, 3 months long, as well as some time things, as well as some things that aren't just the season. I'll bring those up as well, because there is a lot of things that we know about Hoonigan. Unfortunately, there's also a lot of things that we know that we don't know. I guess I can talk about those. But yes, head down there, subscribe. Up to 5 subscribers are going to be winning a copy of the Crew Motorfest. More details on that soon, by the way. And also, check out tomorrow's video. It's a cool one. But yes, we're doing a giveaway where a bunch of people are going to be winning a copy of the Crew Motorfest. Make sure you're ready for that. And then also, there is going to be a thing on screen right now. It's all my socials. If you're on any of those platforms, go and follow and whatever on those platforms. But what am I talking about when it comes to Hoonigan? Well, let's start at the beginning, and that is over here, in the festival program for the Crew Motorfest. We got this ages ago, 2 months ago now. It was on June 29th, we got the festival program, and we did realize a little bit before, but after, later into the festival program, we get this.
We're at it, and offer a unique driving experience. While we're at it, I can't help but give you a sneak peek at what's coming in Season 2. We will be welcoming one of the most famous brands in car entertainment, Hoonigan, and their special project vehicles. Exciting, right?
And that's all we got. That is all we got for Hoonigan. Not a single bit more, not a single bit left. Less. That was all the information we got about Hoonigan being in the Crew Motorfest. We did also get a little bit of an extra thing. As she mentioned, it's a sneak peek on the second season of the game. Well, what and when is that? Well, we got a thing on screen here, where we see Season 1 being cars across the world with American, Japanese, European. We can see every summit there as well in the first 3 months. But then we got December and Hoonigan just off screen there. We don't know what the third season will be, but we do know that Hoonigan will be then. Season 2, December. Also when we're getting all of the cars from Season 9 of the Crew transfer into the game. That's all we knew for a very long time. Until they recently tweeted this image right here. This image is good for a couple reasons. One, it shows us a very cool graphic for the first season of the game. As you can see, Season 1, does it have a name? I don't even think it has a name. But Season 1 is, like I said, cars across the world. You got European, you got Japanese, and you got American is what you've got there. And the 3 summit cars that will be out during this time. This is the last summit car, the second summit car, and the first summit car very soon into the game. This one is going to be highly exclusive later into the game. And that's the first thing going on. But then we also see some weird stuff, because it says this goes up until November. We can actually see exactly what date it goes on to. Assuming that the first week is the first week, so Wednesday the 13th, that's when the first... Oh, see, we don't know. Will the first summit of the game be the 13th? Or will it be the 20th? We don't know. But roughly, that means that the first update ends November 13th. Or November 20th. So what's really weird is there is a gap period, because like I said, it ends the 13th or the 20th is when the Season 1 ends. But then there's still like a week or two before the Hoonigan begins. And again, February ending, March, maybe it's rough dates, but it's weird that the first season ends before the second one, like well before the second one begins, rather than being much, much closer. But we do have a closer graphic, and we can't really figure out much. There's nothing to deduce here as far as cars. I mean, there's this thing. I don't know if that is much, but these are just general Hoonigan logos is what I imagine we could start assuming, but there's so many Hoonigan cars that we could assume. Like, if we look at it, there is an endless number of cars that we could get. This one, I think, is a guarantee, right? There's also cars like the off-road ones. We've got cars like the racing ones. That in racing would be very sick. We've got other drift cars like this thing. We've got other rally ones, you know. There's a bunch of cars it could be. I will say, what cars do you guys want in the game? Everyone in live stream chat and everyone watching the video, which Hoonigan cars would you like? I personally would think it's cool if we got this thing right here, the newer Audi. That would be cool, I think. But also, mainly, I want a Hoonigan. This thing, the Hoonicorn. I would like one in street and in drift. Please? I want two. I want one in street and in drift. Please and thank you. Okay, that would be great. Thank you. Because if we got one in street, I'd wish we got one in drift. If we got one in drift, I'd wish we got one in street. There's also, like, look at this. Look at the state of this. Woo! That's a lot of cars. That's just Ken's car specifically, but a lot of them are badged Hoonigan. Of course, rest in peace Ken Block as well. Depending on when this was all designed, it will either include Ken Block or will be a tribute to. But a lot of cool cars, and I want to know which ones you guys want to see. But where's the extra details I'm talking about that we know? One, here's the layout for the season as well, by the way. So we got December, March, and it seems that there's going to be weird gap periods between, like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. But here's the layout for all of the seasons. Also, I mean, this is assumed, but we're also probably going to be getting a Hoonigan playlist. As we know, every single season is going to be bringing a brand new playlist. So cars are likely to be 3 Hoonigan-themed Summit cars, a couple Hoonigan shop cars, bearing in mind there is like 5 different Year 1 Pass shop cars. Then there's going to be one car that you need to buy. It'll also be shop, but you'll need it for the playlist. And then there'll be a playlist reward. So a lot of cars through the Hoonigan update. And then also, where we got the biggest bit of information was on Hoonigan's Instagram story. You're kidding. You're kidding. There's no way. There's no way. I missed it. Are you... I got the tabs ready. It just went. It went as I was recording. It went as I was recording. No. Oh, it went literally as I was in the middle of recording. No. God damn it. Ah. Right. Well, you know what? Follow me on Instagram and also let me find my tweet about it. Thankfully, chat. Also, follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Twitter. I tweeted about it. Oh, for God's sake. So, they had a bunch of things. They had this thing drifting around the Porsche. Then guy gets out of it and he's like, so we got a bunch of cool stuff. Hoonigan is going to be taking over the Motorfest in Season 2. And he talks about it when what he mentions is a couple of things. On Hoonigan's Instagram story, they've said that there will be a bunch of their cars. Like I said, the slots that there are 6 shop editions plus 1 playlist reward and 3 summit cars. So a lot of Hoonigan cars are possible. But we have that. But then he also says, and I don't know if he was supposed to say this, but he says there will be a Hoonigan playground. And what that sounds like to me is an area of the map will be overhauled. An entire area of the map will be redone for Hoonigan. And what that sounds like to me is an area of the map. Now, Forza's only recently been doing this, but the Crew's done this for a while now, where they added, or at least been testing it, where they added entire areas to the Crew 2's map. Think the Forsberg updates and think the massive racetrack for the F1 cars update. Big things, right? But they've also been doing it in little things as well. So they've been doing, for the stories in American Legends, they've added little changes for those stories. For the contractor, they added the actual locations on the map. They've been doing a lot of changing the areas of the map on the game based on updates. And what a Hoonigan playground sounds like to me is they are going to be adding a, you know, ramps, like drift area, a playground for Hoonigan on the map for that update, for those 3 months. And this will presumably be swapped out for every single update. I don't think it'll be a map expansion. What I think it will be is just a section of the map. I think it's likely that a chunk of the map will be swapped out, is what I think a playground means. But we don't know yet. But that is all that we do. We know that we don't know that. But what we do know that we know is we know that that's all we know about the Hoonigan update coming to the Crew Motorfest. So, are you hyped? Like I mentioned, what cars are you hyped for in the Hoonigan update? That's going to be about it for the video, but I'm going to keep streaming. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members Danimal the Manimal, Grim Pepper, and Void, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members Bad at Games 02, HK Binjuma, and Extreme Speed. I'm getting bad at remembering those. Also, you know what? Because you watched this late into the video, I'll give you specifically a sneak peek at tomorrow's video.
I'm a real-life comic. I've got one plan here today, and that plan is simple. With the release of Motorfest, I want to see how many cars at this decently small compared to usual ones, car me, I can find that are from Motorfest. I'll point them out, I'll have a laugh, and obviously everything has to be related to Motorfest somehow. And already, there's so many here,
so that is my video tomorrow. You guys got an exclusive look at that. Oh, there you go. There you go, chat. So, become a member, by the way. It's available from famous and higher members right now. That's going to be about it for the video, right, though. Still streaming in a bit.